Hey everybody, so today I wanted to go over the trial classes for Qkids. So if you guys are in this stage in the hiring process, congratulations, because that means that you guys passed Demo 1 and Demo 2 interview. So good job. So as far as my experience with the trial classes, my trial classes was a little prolonged experience for me. I feel like it was a long process. It was over 2 weeks, and the reason being is because I only did 4 trial classes. But really it's because initially my interviewer had set me up with back-to-back classes. So, but I wasn't able to see both. I was only able to see one at a time. So therefore I was only able to do one at a time, and I believe it was like a technical issue that was happening, because I was able to see it on my Qkids app, but I wasn't able to see it on my PC. So I let them know, I notified them, and they worked with me. They excused the absence, and I was only able to do one class at a time. So if this happens to you, make sure you guys just notify the staff, your interviewer, email, WeChat, or the messaging system on the Qkids app, the program I mean. Yeah, just let them know and they'll work with you guys. So also just have patience. You know, it might be a long and drawn out process, but just have patience. It'll all, you know, work out in the end, and you'll be happy that you guys went through all these trial classes. Also, you might do 1 trial class, or you might do up to maybe 7 trial classes. I've heard up to 7. I'm not sure if that's a legit number. But as for me, I only did 4 trial classes, and I did them on a Wednesday, and I believe they were Saturdays. So 2 on Wednesdays, and 2 on Saturdays. So also, as far as tips, okay, when you're teaching your trial classes, you're teaching real students, and it's a lot less nerve-wracking when you're teaching with students, right? I'm sure a lot of you might agree that it was nerve-wracking when you're teaching an interviewer or staff of Qkids versus teaching students. So the students, they're very smart, they're very nice and welcoming and very respectful, so it'll go by quickly, you guys. It's not that hard. Also, you guys will have the lesson provided for you, a brief layout of the lesson before you even enter into the classroom, and I'm sure you guys have seen that through doing your Demo 1 interview or your Demo 2 interview. You've seen how, you know, the lesson layout was, as well as actually going into the class and being able to, you know, go through each activity and prepare and plan before, right? So you'll be able to do that with your trial classes as well. So my tip also is to make sure you prepare. Watch those videos, use all the resources you can, watch those videos, get familiar with those activities, prepare the night before or an hour before your actual trial class, and just make sure you understand the lesson objective. Use props, you know, use your TPR, make sure you're happy, high energy, you know, be animated. I know sometimes it might be early in the morning or late at night, but you know, you guys know what you guys signed up for, right? So just continue with that high energy. It'll go by quickly. And also manage your time. When you're in your class, you want to make sure you at least enter your class maybe 5 to 10 minutes early. And this is because in the welcoming page, you want to set it up. You want to set up your classroom. It doesn't take much. You just add your little stickers or whatnot. And then also you want to be introducing yourself to your students, and you want, you know, to learn about your students, building that student and teacher rapport, right? So for the welcoming page, it's going to count down to 0, and once it hits 0, the clock will start back over, the time will start back over, and then you can go ahead and proceed on to the next slide, which is 1. And then also time management tips is to focus on those slides that require more time, which is like the slides that have the students read sentences, or having the students doing the activities one by one, or the slides that have the students speak in dialogue. So you want to focus on more on those, and use less time focusing on the slides that have maybe cards, the students saying the words on the cards. And of course you want to make sure that the students are comprehending. You want to make sure you are using positive feedback, positive, you want to correct them in a positive way. You don't want to be so hard on them, and don't pick on them so much. If I had a student who wasn't as engaged, and I believe because they were bored. So you want to make sure that you engage them. You want to include them, and you want to get their attention, but also stay focused with the other students. You don't want to always give one student your individual attention. You want to make sure you include them, obviously, if they are not on task, or maybe bored and not as engaged, but you also want to continue with your other students. And so yeah, as far as time management, you want to be leaving your second to last slide at the 28-minute mark. So once it hits 28 minutes, you want to be leaving your second to last slide. And that's because your last slide is your leaderboard slide, where you will be saying your goodbyes and rewarding the students and praising them, just saying good job, and saying goodbye and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as my trial classes, again, like I said, I did 4 trial classes. My experience is not going to be the same as yours. Everybody's experience is different. You might do your trial classes within a short amount of time, or it might be prolonged, like how mine was. Mine was about 2 weeks long. You might do as many as 7 trial classes, or you might do 1 to 2 trial classes. It all depends. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, or just want to share your experience, you guys feel free to comment down below. And I will also be posting another video, so you guys look up for that, and don't forget to show some love and like my video. Alright, see you guys.